Hi. Okay, so I'm Autumn. I'm back to talk about maximizing your milk while pumping. I had a lot of people request this and just breastfeeding videos in general. I don't know if it's about the tits or what, but if I can help even one person, I figure it's worth it. So, first, before you even start pumping, there's a few essentials that you may want to have near you. Water to keep you hydrated because you can't make milk if you're not hydrated. Okay, secondly, you're gonna want some way to look at your baby. The best would be to actually be looking at your baby because your baby will be moving and making sound, and all of these things encourage a letdown, which will just create more milk while you're pumping. Or you can have an adorable photograph, or you can watch a video. In my case, I'm using a baby monitor right now, but some form of looking at your baby. It makes you feel happy, which helps. And yeah, like I said, just looking and hearing your baby laugh or cry or whatever is going to help with that milk. Okay, next, a baby sock. I encourage covering your bottle with a baby sock just because otherwise it's like no matter what you do, you just are constantly looking and it looks like it's only dripping and you're like, what the fuck? I've been doing this for 15 minutes. Why is there only... The more that you can look at your baby and not think about the actual milk being made and just chill, the more milk you're gonna make. Isn't that weird? It's true though. So baby socks so that it's just out of sight, out of mind. And then once you do pull it off, it's like, surprise. And then for tools, lastly, you'll obviously need your pump as well. And you'll need your pump all put together with all the right parts that are clean and not too old. I'm not gonna go into a video all about that, but if you have questions about that, you should watch a video. There's probably a video for just about every pump ever created. Mine is nothing fancy. But as long as your parts are fairly new and definitely clean and definitely dry, you know, those are the basics and the essentials. So moving on. So we have all of our tools. Now before we actually hook the pump up, we're just gonna do kind of a check-in with our comfort level. Are my clothes comfortable? Yes. Am I warm enough? Yes. Am I comfortable in the chair that I'm sitting in? Yes. All of these things, the more at ease, just like with not checking this every 5 seconds, the more at ease that you are as you pump, the more milk you're gonna get. Fun fact, actually, if you nurse in the middle of the night, you usually produce more milk because you're kind of relaxed and sleepy. So same, you know, along those same lines, we just want to be as like zenned out as we can, which I know is not always possible, but if you can, why not? The last thing we're gonna do to get even more comfortable and just kind of ease our body and get it ready is we're gonna give ourselves a little massage, and we're just gonna make circular motions starting towards the back of our breast that we're gonna pump from or breastfeed from. And we're gonna do circles and circles, and we're just kind of warm and everything up, getting the juices flowing. And then since we wanna be like zen-y and cool, we're just gonna taking some deep breaths, relaxing my shoulders. And we're just making those circles and we're slowly moving down the breast towards our, oh my gosh, areola and nipple. Ready to produce some human food. Okay, so we're comfortable. We've got our tools. So I'm gonna go on ahead and hook up. So one of the things that you can do to kind of help your suction of staying on there is you can actually get this little part, the flange, which is also something you should make sure actually fits you because the proper flange size makes a huge difference. And only 45% of women are like the standard size. So again, that's a different video, but look into that. If it feels like your nipple might be too small or too big for your flange, it probably is, because majority of women's don't fit in this. I'm very lucky, mine fits perfectly in here, so I just go with the average one that comes with it, but you may need a special order one. Anyways, okay, so like I said, I get a little wet. Okay, and then I'm just gonna kind of dip out of frame here. And, all right, now each pump, oh, my little thingy, is a little bit different. But basically you wanna mess around with your pump enough to know which one starts the fastest. You hear how fast that's going? Da, da, da. You wanna start pumping with that. Because just like your baby, when they nurse, they start off faster. And then once, you know, I usually do about 60 seconds on this setting, and then I'll switch to the faster setting. And then after about 60 seconds of the quick, 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 slow, which you're hearing, I'm gonna switch to the slowest. And then I leave this the rest of the time. And I usually try to pump for 15 to 20 minutes. I get almost all of my milk though out in the first 10 minutes. But the reason that I do it for the 15 to 20 minutes is because the fattier, most nutritious milk comes at the end of a feeding session or pumping session. At the end of your milk supply of a breast is when you get the most nutrients. So it's important to see it all the way through. There are a lot of products out there that say they will increase your milk supply, like lactation teas and lactation cookies. I'm sure you have heard of them. My 2 cents about that is that they are mostly a crock of shit. You know, they just want you to spend your money. But like for the lactation tea, you would need to drink like 5 cups of that a day to see any kind of difference. And even then it wouldn't be a huge difference. Instead, what you can do is add certain things into your diet. In general, I mean, you have to think of, I like to think of my body as a temple in general. But then not only is it my body anymore, now it's my baby's body too, right? Because I'm feeding them with it. So be really aware of your diet. I mean, like we talked about earlier, you have to drink water because you can't make a liquid without having enough liquid. But also just as far as like your diet goes, you know, adding in oats and nuts and brewer's yeast and coconut oil, coconut water, coconut milk, flax, you know, just certain things, having them just in your daily, what you eat is going to help a lot. And then also supplements, fenugreek, just a multivitamin, B supplements, vitamin C, those things will also help, and they'll just probably make you feel more groovy too. Fun fact, you usually have a higher milk supply after you have an orgasm because your oxytocin levels and your prolactin levels are way super sky high. So it's definitely worth a try because if nothing else, you just had an orgasm, right? Okay, well, I have reached 20 minutes pumping. So now is the hour of truth. Let's see. Oh, I'm so excited. I usually do this alone. Having an audience is exciting. How much we got. Dude, this is exceptional. This is crazy. Okay, before we part, I just wanted to say that I know pumping can be extremely discouraging. You know, sometimes you can do all the tips and tricks and just come out with next to nothing. And that sucks, and it's time consuming and it's annoying, and but know that you are doing awesome and your body is doing awesome, and everybody's body is different. So don't compare yourself to other people. Just keep doing your best and give yourself a pat on the back and give your boobies a hug and just keep loving your baby and doing your best, mama. That's all you can do. So thanks for stopping by, and I hope you learned something, and enjoy the rest of your day. I hope it's lovely. Until next time.